Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Rodgers' Packers.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The man in motion is Wright. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run once more with McKinnon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And he motions the wide receiver. And now they'll throw with Keenum. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And he's going to go down again. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Lance Kendricks from 19 yards away. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Jordy Nelson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys will work their weight in gold.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Rodgers to throw on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw on second down is Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Green, 39. No. Check, Patriot.
From the gun, here's Keenum. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw. Keenum. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The man in motion is right. That was second down run for Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Got him, and it's right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Keenum. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. Off the play fake, Keenum. Being chased out left. And some room to work. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Keenum to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now Keenum. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Watching that, Barney. Watching that, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Green, Detroit!
To throw is Keenum. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Forbath's kick is no good. It's wide left for Forbath, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Relay team! Over here!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
They run it with McKinnon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. Third and 11.
Hurry up, here we go! Green!
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. In motion right here, Nelson. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Kentrell Brothers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Reset. Hey.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
From midfield, here's Keenum. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Back that up, Philly. Here we go. Set. Green 39.
The man in motion is right.
39. Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. From the red zone, it's Keenum. Screen play, McKinnon. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
There's Keenum now on 2nd down. For Kidder here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And Cook has it, left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Shift together here from the D-line.
58.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Caught by Montgomery. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Montgomery on the counter, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, it's Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Buying time to his left.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vince Beagle from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Keenum. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Keenum, got to have this one. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Perry in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a gain of 11. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Throwing is Keenum. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last throw for Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Charles, you know what coach...